Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Browns going up against the Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. There's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. To throw on second down. Fox. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Detroit now, look at 56.
From the gun, Fox. And James has it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go now.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Fox, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Back to throw now in his own end zone. A little dump off for Crowell. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Their fullback try and push the pile. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Fresh set of downs here. Here's again to Crowell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is Crowell on the catch. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll drop the throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And an alley to run. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which have to keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll toss it to Crowell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be fielded at the 8. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Oh, nice move. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Looking to throw. Fox. James has got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Fox. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second down following the incompletion. To throw again. Fox. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
From the gun on third down. Fox over the middle, complete. That's James. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Off the bootleg. Fox. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So kind of a tough break there. No real hook or slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
Let's go. Good. Let's go. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Set. 3-19. Good. Watching now, Barney. Set. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Green.
Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now out come the Steelers. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Let's go. Over.
To throw on 3rd down, Fox. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
All right, might need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Throwing on 1st down. Fox. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Let's go, let's go. Now let's go.
From the gun, Fox. Brought in over the middle by Grant. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. Fox got his man complete over the middle. It's Grant. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, still had to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns Browns touchdown.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A final shot before break. Fox. And that is incomplete. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to throw here. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Crowell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Browns on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. They'll set up to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. The Browns send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll take it at the 42. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense. Get the ball back far.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Looking to throw. Fox And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hurry up, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Fox. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But he is finally run down. Would have been 2 if he'd made it all the way, but instead, simply a missed extra point.
You and I have not met a coaching staff yet that likes to coach negative situations. You know, even plant that in their head. But you have to work on what happens if you get an extra point blocked. Because now they can pick it up and return it for 2 points. You have to go over that.
Nice job to get back there and make the tackle, preventing them from getting all the way. On 1st and 10, Fox firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he's gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. From the gun, Fox. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Fox over the middle, complete. It's James. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. The give is to Bell. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Bell. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on second down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. Back now in Pittsburgh, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And the Steelers on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Blue, landed. Leopard.
Off the play fake. Fox. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll go for it with Bell. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
4th down, no problem. It's a good piece of power running right here and a confident decision to go for it. And that's going to get them a 1st and goal.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Leopard.
Now Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. They'll run it with Bell. Le'Veon Bell, no shades there at 2015 against the Chargers where he stumbled in. Here he can't get in. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go now.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on third and short. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Again, it's Crowell. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Browns on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. Crowell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. They'll go again with Bell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. On first down, Fox. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go. 3-19.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to the air on second down. Fox. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Check that guy. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. Watch that. Look, watch it now, Barney. Check.
Operating from the gun. Fox. And that's caught inside the 35. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Two times. All right, here we go. Back to that Philly. Here we go. Over. Gun.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Looking to throw. Fox. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Grant. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing on first down. Fox. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And it was the Vikings able to take home the victory. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
Detroit.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fox. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Fox. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Gun! Watch it now.
Gonna try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it. With such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And tough starting field position here. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.